Hello everyone, I am Komal Mehta, teaching as an assistant professor in CSC department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. Today, in the series of HTML course, we will cover about HTML links. Here, the HTML refers to the hypertext markup language, and for hypertext, the document must have links. That means from moving one web page to another web page, this will be done with the help of hyperlinks, and that will be created with the help of HTML language. So with the help of these links, we can easily move. What are the basic process to access the link is discussed here. Link is allowing the user to click their way from one page to another web page. That means an event is created whenever we click on that particular text or a document. When we move the mouse over that particular text, or we can say link, the mouse arrow will turn into a little hand that representing that this particular text is acting as a hyperlink. This is not the normal text. Once the hyperlink, when we click on a hyperlink, that will move to the other web page. And it is not mandatory that the link must have a text. It can be an image, any other HTML element, or anything else. That means any graphics will be also existing as a hyperlink. So we have not to worry about the text or an image. Any graphic image will also reflecting as an hyperlink in HTML language. It is defined with the help of anchor tag. To defining any hyperlink, we need the anchor tag that is represented with the help of a inverted with the we can say the angular bracket enclosed with the backslash is done for the ending tag. Here, this is the example over here of an anchor tag. Anchor tag representing a attribute that is called href. Here, any attribute must have a value. As I already discussed, that attribute must have a name and value pair. So here the attribute name is href and attribute value is url, and the value is always comes in inverted comma. We can also use single quotes for that value. So after that, the link text here refers to the element content. That means the attribute content, what actually it is. Whenever we have completed the anchor tag, we must have to enclose the tag. That is, anchor tag is closed over here. Now the link text here refers to the element content that representing a hyperlink created. So this link text is visible part, and when we click on this link text, that will send at a specific address where the event will be created and where we want to reach. Here herf is an attribute that defining the linking address. And the target, about the target attributes, let's discuss about this in a brief. That what is a target attribute? It specifies where the open the link document. That means where we want to open that particular document that is linked to the particular text or a image that creates a hyperlink. For example, in previous one, we use link text as a text content. So when we click on a link text, that will open what web page, and in where location that will be opened. So this is depend on the target attribute, and it has some values. We can use any of them. First one is blank. That means open the link document in the new window or a tab. Next is a self, that representing the link document must be open in a same window or a tab as it was clicked. That is the default feature. Whenever we click on a hyperlink, that will create it by default on that particular window. If we want to move from this particular window to another window, then we have to add on the feature that must have some different value. That is, first one is blank, where the open link document will be open in a new window or a tab. Next is a parent, where the link document is open in a parent frame. That means the root node of the particular document. Next is a top, that open the link document in full body of the window. And next is the frame name, that open the link document in a named frame. Here one more example over here about the target tag. uh, a HERF that contain a reference of a image we want to, of a link that we want to switch. Here is a link over here. Next is a target attribute. That target attribute contain the value that is blank. Now the blank refers to the open the link document in another window, a new window. So when we click on a visit SAITM college, when we click over here, that particular website, that particular location over mentioning in the reference part will move to the new window, and new window will open with the SAITM college uh, website. After the completion of a anchor tag, the anchor tag will closed over here. Here the simple example is that one, that whenever I am opening an anchor tag that contain a reference where we want to switch, and when we want to switch we have to mention the target tag and the location over here mentioning. That means we want to move on a new window or in a current window, whatever we want to providing that particular location, we will switch over here with the help of that target attribute. And once we click over the element content, here the element content is visit SAITM. Once we will click over here, that will help in switching, or we can say event is created over here. With the help of that, we will move from one position to another position. So this is the basic mean of a target attribute. It must have some value, else by default self attribute contain the value. That means target contain the self value that opens in a current window where the document is already open. Next is a link title. The title attribute specifies extra information about an element. That means if we want to add on some extra information about title, about a link, then we can mention over with the help of link title that contain about the extra information of a title tag, a link tag. To use an HTML document as a link, we have to add some JS code. With the help of that code, we will linking the document. An anchor tag is used to create a hyperlink between the source anchor and destination anchor. Because once the anchor tag will be used within a text, that will be acting within a body. If I'm using outer the body part, then that will not reflecting in the web page. Next thing is downloading. Link can also be used to tell a browser to start downloading a file. That means if we want to download or upload a file, we can do it with the help of link as well. Download attribute is used to identify a link that should be initiated a downloading part, and the value assigned to the downloading attribute is the name of a file to be downloaded. That means whenever we want to download any file from a web page, the name of that particular file will be mentioned with the file name. That means the attribute must contain the value of that attribute is equal to the file name, so that whenever it will be downloaded, it will be downloaded with the help of file name itself. So there are two types of links, we can say internal link and external link. In internal link, the point to another page of our website. That means in a single website, if we want to switch from one web page to another web page, then this will be done with the help of internal linking. And for that, we need not to mention the actual path and the original complete description about root node, subfolders, and at all in the internal linking. But in external linking, that pointing to the web page that are not a part of our website. That means we want to switch from one website to another website, or one web page to another web page, but not from single website. So this will be done with the help of external linking. For external linking, we must have to refer the actual and the original path, we can say, from the root node to subdirectory and subfolders, etc. There are some types of a URL as well. Firstly, absolute URL. It completely includes the description of a link destination, that is URL inside HTTP, and complete domain name and file path is needed. That means we must have to refer the protocol we want to use, the domain name we want to use, the directory we want to access, and in directory where the actual folder is placed, and in folder what is the original file we want to upload, download, or just want to see the file. So we have to refer the whole description or a whole URL of a that particular document, then that will be done with the help of absolute URL. But in relative URL, we can say that describing the position of a page relative to the current page. That means from the page we are using currently, with the help of that reference, we will referring the another page. For example, let us suppose we will take the staircase example. Here let us suppose I am at 10th 10th stair and I want to reach up to 15th stair. So whenever I am at my current position is 10th stair and I want to move to the 15th one, so I need 5 more steps to move and then I'll reach the destination. So that is the relative position. That means I will referring the 5 value as a attribute, so that that will reflecting the relative position from my current position. But if I am saying about a absolute URL, then the value becomes a 15 because I have to refer from the starting to the end. So starting point is 0 and ending point is 15, so I will put the value that is equal to 15. Doesn't matter where I am actually uh, lying. Right now the actual value is 0 in absolute URL, but in current or but in relative URL, I will discuss with the help of my current position, that is 10. So up from 10, that value is 5, and from 0 that value is 15. So we can say in external linking I need absolute URL, but in internal linking I need relative URL, because relative URL describes from the current position. That means from a singular website we can say, and switching from that particular website within that particular website we can say. That means from one web page to another web page in a single website, that will be done with the help of relative URL and with the help of internal linking. But to move from another website, to move from one website to another website, we need absolute URL, and that will be done with the help of external linking. The format of the external internal linking both are the same, just we have to refer with the reference of a absolute URL or relative URL. That means the actual value in a reference attribute must contain the complete information or the small information. That will be done with the help of these linking. That will depending on the website we want to access. So this is all about the linking. I hope this is clear to all of you. The basic key points about the linking is: what do you mean by linking? How can we create a link? Is it mandatory to insert a text in comparison of anything else to add on the linking? There are some types of a linking that are internal, external linking. There are some type of URL that varies with the linking. So what are these types, absolute or a relative URL? There are some extra features or attributes we can say to add on or to enhance the feature of a linking. So what are these attributes? Here I am already discussed about the target attribute that contains some values. So what are the by default value in a target attribute, and what are the other values in a target attribute that contain information about the actual location? So these are some basic key points about the linking, where we want to move, where we want to switch, and the actual event that will be created over here. This is all about linking. Thank you.